And when nobody believed in you, you don't give a shit what anyone thinks. That thing, but you really just don't know if it's going to pan out. So you have to have a lot of confidence and trust in yourself. And you don't give a shit if people like you or not. Lauren Herzog didn't just make it. She made it from a place that told her she never would.
If you want to do it, you can do it. You just have to commit to doing it.
And today, she's a nationally recognised balayage artist, award nominated and published in Beauty Launchpad. She's also a Salon co-owner. Lauren Herzog didn't just make it. She made it from a place that told her she never would. Welcome to the Dressing Gown CEO, where we are real, raw, and authenticity is our middle name. Today, I am joined by Lauren Herzog. She grew up on a 183-acre farm in Pennsylvania, shoveling shit, picking produce, bottle feeding calves in the freezing cold. And today, she's a nationally recognised balayage artist, award nominated and published in Beauty Launchpad. She's also a Salon co-owner. Lauren Herzog didn't just make it. She made it from a place that told her she never would. Lauren, you've been doing this for 21 years, and in all that time, has this industry ever actually made you feel like you belonged in it? Or have you always been fighting to prove you do?
I feel like I've belonged in it since day one. I knew that it was the route for me. My aunt, I actually grew up in a salon. So my aunt had a little salon in her house that she worked at with my cousin. And it was 2 chairs, and I was always spending time with them. And I loved being there. I loved seeing the chatter and the ladies leaving happy. And I was like, I've always been like a creative. And I don't know if that came from growing up really without TV. Like we didn't really have we had 3 channels. It was like ABC, NBC, and CBS. And I was like, do I want to come home from school and watch Oprah? No. So, it was like go outside and figure out something to do. Like I've always just had to think and keep myself occupied. And I think, that's always been like a good thing because my brain has just always kept going, and looking for the next thing. So when I got into the hair industry, I was like, this is so right. It's so right. Hasn't always been easy, but it's been right.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything else.
Okay. So you did say that you used the lack of support in the beginning where you grew up. You use that as fuel. But I want to delve deeper into that. In the years that it was actually happening when nobody believed in you, what did that do to you on the inside?
It was hard, it was definitely hard. I was honestly though, as much as it was hard and it hurt and nobody saw my vision, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I've always kind of marched to the beat of my own drum. If everybody was going to the left, I was going to the right, and I was like, I don't care. I do not care. I know that this is right for me. I know this is where I belong. I love it. And I don't care what you think. So I'm just going to keep doing it because I don't like to follow rules.
That's very refreshing. Yeah. And the fact that you don't want to come home and watch Oprah when, everyone else is.
No.
Okay.
Right. When everyone else has freaking MTV and I didn't have that.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, are you going to watch this? I'm like, well, I don't even know what that is. I've still never seen the Goonies. I missed out on a lot in life growing up how I grew up. So,
but in a way, looking back now, that's probably a good thing because you weren't so by watching MTV.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. I think for myself, I move how I want to move.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So what's the thing your hometown still gets wrong about what you do? Is there anything in particular?
Yeah, honestly, a lot of people really don't think of it as a real job. I've been told I need a real job or, oh, is that all you do? I'm like, yep, that's it. Yeah, that's all I do, Yeah. It's just never taken seriously out there. But I also grew up in a really rural area. It's a farm town. It's generational farmers. They also don't know my industry. They don't know what's possible in my industry. But I will say they're like old and kind of stubborn. Like that whole town is they're Pennsylvania Dutch. So it's like a whole thing. If you learn about the duchies, then you'll understand what I'm saying. But they're very stubborn, and because they don't know something, they'll think that it's wrong. Whereas if I'm like, I don't know something, I'm like, I want to know about it so I can see if it's right or wrong. Yeah, I'm very curious. So
So you
yeah,
like to explore the other side and not just block it out like what you're.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to know everything about everything all the time, you know?
Yeah, I love that about you. It's very refreshing to see that on social media
Yeah.
in particular. So 21 years, most people in any profession at 21 years are either coasting or burnt out. You don't seem like you're either. So what does this industry give you that keeps that alive? Or has there ever been a period where you've almost lost it, where you've just gone, I just want to quit?
Yeah, a couple times. A couple years ago, I literally was going to throw it in the bag and go to welding school. I was done. I was like, I want to learn how to weld. I like doing shit with my hands, you know. I really went through some really, really, really hard times with a salon that I was working at, and it was my dream job. I loved it there. That place was like my church. I still can't talk about it without crying. Um, and it just suddenly like came to a stop, you know. We were told that she was closing in 9 weeks and we had to find new jobs. It was just like a big like, whoa, like nobody saw it coming. And so I was like, I'm not doing hair anymore, because this was the first time that I found a healthy salon culture in all those years where everybody supported everybody. Nobody judged anybody for taking photos of their client's hair, making content, using social media to their advantage. Like if somebody got reposted on Beauty Launchpad, they come out with their phone and be like, bitch, did you see this? You made it on Beauty Launchpad, you know? And it was like, it was so good. It was so good. And then that happened, and it was a big, like, you know, and I was like, I'm done. I can't, my heart is broken. I'm broken. Like my trust is broken, everything. And then, you know, it was my husband and a couple good friends were like, you cannot quit doing hair. Like you need to keep doing hair. You have more talent in your pinky finger than a lot of people have in their bodies. You need to keep doing hair. And I was like, I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't know what else I'm going to do. And do I really want to go to college or school again with like 2 little kids at home? Like, I don't know. So then I opened up a suite and I was like, well, I've been doing this long enough. I might as well just do it on my own and do it my own way and secure my future. And I don't know shit about running a business, but I do know how to treat people. I'll learn about taxes, I guess. And I just jumped into it, and that led to like the best things, you know, but like all of that had to happen to me so that I could be in this space with my 2 best friends that I opened my salon with, that we love each other. We communicate so well. We're all doing the same shit and uplifting each other. Like it's such a beautiful outcome, but during it, it was like less than ideal. I forget the first part of your question.
That's all right.
I know that was like the last part. I think I might have ADHD. I don't
know. No, you're fine. So why was it less than ideal? Well, you said that, you know, leading up to it was less than ideal. So what was it that made it not a smooth ride for you, I guess, to opening your salon with your 2 best friends?
And you know what? I'll be brutally honest here. I was very comfortable. I loved where I was at. I did not want to leave where I was at. It was just like, I don't know. I guess it was like a lot of self-doubt. Like, can I do this? I don't know. I don't understand these things. There's so much that I don't understand. I'm not going to have a front desk girl to handle my book. Like it was just figuring all this stuff out. And I had also a lot going on in my personal life at that time that made that even harder to like make that leap. But I went for it. And it was a rough time in my life. Like a lot of shit was going on all at one time. And I was just like treading water for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you happy to share what you were going through?
No, not on a podcast. Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was some financial shit. You know what I mean? And it was just like losing your job suddenly, and like then going and like spending a bunch of more money to like open a suite, buy your own chair, it's just like a lot of uncertainty like with that situation. So that's honestly what made it less than ideal.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, wow, I actually have nothing right now.
Yeah, it's really hard when you're in that situation because you don't know what the future holds, and you're trusting that you're on the right path and that you're doing the right thing, but you really just don't know if it's going to pan out. So you have to have a lot of confidence and trust in yourself that you'll get through it. So totally understand.
Yeah,
being in that situation.
What's that? Yeah, it could be rough sometimes.
Very rough. Yeah. And it's fine to say that you do base your happiness around your financial security. A lot of people do. Because that gives you freedom. That gives you freedom to do the things that you want to do, right? So when you don't have that financial freedom, it's like you feel trapped, like you're in a prison that you've made yourself. Well, let's go on to vibes. You're known as you've described yourself as a vibe curator.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just always me. And it's funny because like now that I am back in the salon, I could not be alone in a suite, by the way. Like I am a people person. I thrive with people. I love the environment of a salon. I love the when it gets really fun and everyone's talking shit, like I live for that.
Yeah.
And I would say now I'm back in the salon, like my two coworkers, the one, we're very similar personalities. She's definitely more timid than I am. And the other one is like a total introvert, but like the coolest fucking person ever, While they're like very quiet, I'm just always like having a good time, laughing, I know you've not heard me laugh and maybe it will come out, but if it does, I'm sorry in advance for your ears because it's super loud and obnoxious. But people tend to like the weird shit that I say. And, that's like the beauty of having your own space too. Like I feel comfortable talking about whatever I want, obviously know your crowd, but like if we want to get weird and talk about there's some weird shit that goes on in a salon. I'm sure you get that, but
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real out here, raw dog in these streets,
Raw talking in the streets. I love that.
People like it, I'm not right, but I'm not wrong.
I mean, it's what attracted me to you immediately was your authenticity and just how you're happy to just be you and not be performing for anyone. And you don't give a shit if people like you or not. Like, that. And it's great because usually you don't get to that point until you're in your mid-50s and you're through, you've gone through menopause. And then you're like, all your chemicals in your brain that made you care about what other people think are gone. But you have menopausal brain without going through menopause. So
I love that for me, honestly. It's so freeing. And, I think a lot of that also, too, comes from, again, my childhood. Like, my dad, actually, fun fact, my dad was a minister my whole life. So with that, you have to be, the perfect little church girl. And don't get me wrong, I love Jesus. He's my homie, right? That's no doubt about that. But, you have to dress a certain way. You have to act a certain way. You have to... You know what I mean? You're the minister's kid. You've got to be perfect and fit in this shell. And not that my dad was ever oh, don't be yourself. But, it was an expectation that we had to uphold.
Yeah.
And once I got out on my own and I was 18, I was just I have not gone back. I'm just, I can't hold that shit in anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just also too, I feel like that's how you find your people, right? Just by being yourself. And I notice a lot of just a lot of accounts on Instagram are like just really like a little too polished. Like I get wanting to be polished, and I think that's a super important thing to be. But there's like not a lot of personality out there. You know what I mean? Everyone's just kind of like what's a example? I'm trying to think of like
Right.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. Girl, it's almost 9 p.m. my time. My brain is
I know.
they're vanilla, right? They're vanilla.
Yeah. Robots.
You know? Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't like that shit. Like, I want to see, who are you? Like, what do you think about? Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza? Do you think aliens are real? Like, can we just like bring some of that back? You know?
Yeah. I think people are just so scared of being judged and then cancelled because of things that they want to say and believe in.
Right.
Particularly if you own your own business as well, like, you know, you're in a salon, you're worried who's going to see it. So, yeah, there is a fine line there. For sure. Yeah.
But you can still be yourself and not talk about like super controversial things. Just fucking be yourself. Well, you know what I mean? Like, so I just don't ever want to be that. I was that for too long of my life. I'm not going back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's your way of breaking free of the constraints that you were given when you were younger and you didn't have the, I guess, the not ability, but maybe you just didn't even think, I want to break free from these chains that my upbringing is. Yeah, my not your father in particular, but I get it. Minister's daughter, you have to behave in a certain way, you have to dress in a certain way, you have to think in a certain way, you know. So
yeah, like I can't be walking around being like, who do you think shot JFK? You know what I mean? Like, I can't do that. I couldn't do that. And now I can. And it feels really good. You know?
Certainly does. Yeah. We all know who shot.
Yeah.
Hey, don't we? Masters of Balayage nomination, Beauty Launchpad published, Behind the Chair, Top 100. Those are serious credentials. But do awards actually mean anything to you, or are they just proof for the people who doubted you?
It's both. It's definitely both. Like at first it was like for the people who doubted me, because I'm just like, well, you said I couldn't and now I'm gonna do it. So I'm just gonna try to do all the shit. But now, honestly, like, yeah, it'd be cool to win an award, but at the same time, I just like to enter it truly because I love seeing the progression of my work over the last couple years. Like, I look at my first like top 100 and Behind the Chair from, I think that was in 2023. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, it was so pretty. And now I'm like, I look at my reds now and I'm like, whoa, girl. Okay. That was some growth, you know, like it's just, and it pushes me. Like, I will say I'm one of those people that's like always raising the bar on herself and never like just acknowledging like, you've done some cool shit that like you were never supposed to do. You know what I mean? I don't ever sit in that, and I need to do that. This is like a self-reflection time for me right now. But it's more for both reasons, you know? Yeah.
We don't to stop and smell the roses, do we? After we've achieved such incredible things, it's like, okay, what's next? Yeah, what's next? And I guess having those awards or having those achievements is a way for you to look back and go, wow, I actually did that. I mean, that's why I still post on Facebook, because it's like my photo album, right? So gives you that reminder.
Exactly.
A year ago you did this, or a year ago this was a story, and it's like, oh well, did I do that a year ago?
Right.
Cool.
I know. I that's seriously the only reason I have a Facebook, and also so I can like see my babies as babies, you know, because now they're like big boys, and it makes me sad. I love looking back on it.
How old are your kids?
I have 2 sons. They are my oldest is going to be 12 in July, and my baby man is just turned 7 last Tuesday.
Oh, bless.
They're so delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're 7, they're still delicious, aren't they?
But some's the older one. Like, I just always want to eat them, Who's going to eat them?
You must have really well-behaved kids then, because I have a 17-year-old and a 14-year-old, and they challenge me. But now I think I've become a better parent, and I definitely do sometimes feel like I just want to hug my 14.
Yeah.
Ugh, get away, Mum. But
the love aggression.
Yeah. So you went to Salon last January with 2 of your best friends as business partners. Has the friendship changed since you become business partners in ways that you didn't expect, or good?
Honestly, like, if anything, we've gotten closer. The really cool thing was actually, I'm just like if I want to do something, I do it kind of person. And I was like, so my backstory, I was like forced into my suite, right? Didn't want to be there. And then as soon as I got in my suite, I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. Like, this is not it for me. I can't do this. And I was looking for spaces like the whole time I was in there. And so the 2 friends that I actually opened the salon with, they did not know each other at all before we opened the salon together. And I found this space, and it was like truly a godsend. Like, it was like, here is everything you have needed, wanted, with the best landlords ever, And it was truly like right place at the right time. And I was like, this is it. So I like texted each of them separately, do you want to open a salon with me? And the one girl was alone in a suite for about a year, and she loved her suite. She actually, that's the introvert. So she was like thriving in her suite. But she's like, I mean, I'll come look at the space with you. And I was like, okay. So then I asked my other friend, and she's like, yeah. And we had like, her and I had been talking a little bit and like looked at a couple places. So like her and I were kind of like making moves silently. And they didn't know each other at all. And now like, I love that I've like connected them, because I trusted them both. And I think they both trusted me, like knowing like, okay, well, Marianne can't be an asshole, or Zoe can't be an asshole because Lauren wouldn't talk to her,
Yeah.
And like watching them like grow to love each other and be friends is like the best. It's been super cool. So yeah, we're super tight. Like, we talk all day, every day in our little group chat. It's just really it's so good.
That's awesome. And so what about on the business side of things? Does that get in the way at all? Like I don't know how it works. Like, tell us how that works. Like, is there one person who's in charge of finances, or are you all sort of working independently, and then you, at the end of the month, pull it all together and then split it up? Like, yeah, how does that work?
Okay, so yeah, that's a good question. So my very first job after beauty school, I worked at a salon where there was 3 owners, and they were all best friends like their whole life. And I'm still very good friends with my one boss from there. She actually lives right up the street from me. I see her all the time. She's my mentor. And I was like, I just want to be able to like cut cost and have people around that I trust and love, So honestly, we all, so booth renting is illegal here in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Every other state in the United States, you can booth rent, but Pennsylvania. So like our loophole was to do the 3 owners thing, right? So they take care of their clients, they book their clients, all of our money dumps into like the one joint account. And then we total up all of our stuff at the end of the week and send each other screenshots with like, credit card fees taken out of it, retail taken out of it, any credit card bill, anything, that we all owe. We split everything 3 ways equally for like expenses, but we all buy our own color, our own foils, our own shit. We do buy like product under the umbrella of the salon just for like also sales tax purposes.
Yeah.
We basically operate as separate businesses, but under the same umbrella LLC, but we can get away with it because we're all owners.
Love it. Well done.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really cool setup that you have.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, because you can just be like, all right, well, if you want to take off for a month, that's fine. Just pay your rent. You know, like nobody's in charge of anybody. It's just so come and go as you want. Work when you want. Who cares? Just clean up your shit and pay your rent and everyone's happy.
And with you buying your own products as well, it's not like if someone does use all the products, it's like, well, I was away for a month, so why should I be paying for the product? It's right. It's so good. And if somebody runs out of something, hey, can I borrow this? Sure, just replace it. You know? Yeah, so nice. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So, what's one thing that would make you fire a client on the spot?
Rudeness.
Yeah.
Rudeness.
How rude? Like, how rude do they have to be?
Pretty rude. I'm a pretty loving and tolerant person, I think, but like don't treat me like a slave. Don't do that to me. Don't think that you're like entitled to something. That did happen to me a couple of years ago. I actually fired a client for the very first time, and she was truly like a best friend to me. I saw her every week for blow dries. So she was Peruvian, had a lot of long, thick, coarse, curly hair. She would come once a week for a blowout for me to just smooth it out for her. And over that course of like 15 years or whatever that I was doing her hair every single week, we got really tight, you know? So actually my second baby, she was his godmother because that's how close we were. Yeah. And right after COVID, when we like everything went in the green and we could work again, I reached out to her. I was like, I want you and your daughter to be my first clients back at the salon. Like, I just want to have a good day with you guys. Like, let's do it. And so I was so excited. I was going into the salon to do their hair. Her kids are gorgeous. She had twins, boy and a girl, and her husband was Indian. So they were just like the most exotic, beautiful children I've ever seen in my life, like gorgeous kids. And the daughter wanted this like super creamy blonde balayage. And I'm like, with her skin tone, that will look dope, you know? So we did it. We consulted, you know, I said it's going to take a long time to put all those foils in and do all that work. But I think it would look really good on you. The mom was there for the consultation. The mom saw the inspiration photos and knew that it was going to be a really light, like how your hair color kind of is. You know what I mean? Like a balayage like that.
Yeah.
And she was on board with it. And I got done with the kids' hair. Meanwhile, I was like double booking them. So the mom still had color on her hair that I had to rinse off. I got done with the kid, blow dried her. And she gets up and she's like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, what?
What's that? Or the mother?
The mom. The kid loved her hair and it looked so good. Like it looked beautiful. It looked beautiful on her. The integrity of her hair was intact. Like I won't do anything if it's going to damage someone's hair. I'll say no, I will not do it, you know?
Yeah. Do you have photos of that?
I don't.
No?
Oh, no, I wish I did. It was like, that was like, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was like late at night till I got done. So there was no photos of that. But yeah, so the mom's like, what the fuck is this? It's too light. And I'm like, excuse me? Like what? Like this is what we literally consulted about. This is no shock to anybody. And the kid's like looking at me with these like doe eyes. She's like, she was so happy. She loved it. It looked beautiful. And the mom just kept badgering me and badgering me and badgering me. And it was like insane. And I could not get out of the situation because she still had color on her hair that I had to rinse out. And she's like, now I don't trust you to do my hair. And I'm like, bitch, I've been doing your hair for 15 years. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
who like pissed in your Cheerios, you know? I didn't say that. I was actually sobbing. I was sobbing. I could not stop crying because I was so uncomfortable. And I was having the best day ever. Like, we ordered Turkish food and we were hanging out. It was the first hair I've done in 4 months. Like, I went from being all the way up here to like in the pits of hell in like 0.5 seconds, you know?
Yeah.
And long story short, I undercharged to try to emotionally make up for it. You know, I charged her probably less than half of what I normally would have and should have. I gave her free stuff that I wound up paying my boss I was working for at the time for, to just try to like ease her down, like calm it down. But then ultimately the next day I sent her a text message. I was like, I cannot ever do your hair again. Like, I'm canceling all your future blowouts. I've enjoyed our time together, but we are no longer a good fit anymore. Like, somebody who's going to act like that is nowhere, like, I don't want you anywhere near me, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, absolutely crazy.
Well, it sounds like you did the right thing, Lauren, in getting rid of her. And hopefully that helps our listeners out there who are thinking about getting rid of a client that just keeps treating them poorly appointment. So having the guts to do that. What made you go from crying to, nah, fuck this, I'm sending her a text message. I never want to see her again?
Because I knew I didn't deserve it. And I knew I didn't do anything wrong. And it was nothing that we hadn't talked about for like 20 minutes before I even touched her hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. No, I don't deserve that. Nobody gets to talk to another person that way.
So speaking about being a little bit, I guess she was in a way fake, wasn't she? Because, you know, she was saying, yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that. And then when it happened, she didn't, you know, turned around and said, I don't like it. But you've said so many people putting out fake personas online just for likes, and you can't stand it. You have nearly 10,000 followers and a verified account. At what point does building an audience start to compromise the authenticity you're fighting for? Has that ever happened to you in building your account, or because you've stuck with your being yourself and being authentic, your account has grown organically and naturally?
Yeah, I definitely think the latter. I think once I started like really putting who I am out there and posting stupid videos of me diving in the ocean head first and like, you know, just doing some of the weird shit that I do online, it's definitely like grown. I was stuck forever at like 3,000. But this year, like, this was my year that I like really grew. But I think that's because I was just like, I was also happy. Like, I was really not happy for a long time. I was sad. I was grieving. I was anxious. I was like, you know, I let myself gain a bunch of weight. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get happy again. I'm doing shit to change my life. And I think once I felt better about myself again and like more confident in myself again, I was just able to like be myself again online and show who I am without giving a shit anymore. Cause I'm like, well, okay, we're going to be fine. People are going to love it or they're not. And if they don't like the dumb shit that I do, then they're not for me. And that's okay too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You said grieving. Who were you grieving over?
I was just grieving my old salon. You know what I mean? Like, that was a whole like hard thing for me to go through.
Yeah.
Really hard thing for me to go through. So I was like stuck in that for a while, honestly. It was hard to pull out of that.
Why do you think it affected you so much? Is it because they were like a second family? Perhaps?
That, and I absolutely adored my boss. You know, like, we were really good friends. I feel like she confided in me and like kind of trusted me to help her with stuff with her business sometimes. And that was cool, you know, what I was grieving, like the friendship and the not really understanding. We weren't actually told like why. And then actually a couple months after we left and all found jobs, she rehired a new staff and stayed open. What? So that was like yeah, dude, I can't I can't. It was like so painful, like truly so painful. I'm like, why do I have to go and they get to be there? Like, and why am I being told, oh, Laura, I see you're trying to connect these dots. These dots are not for you to connect. And I'm like,
Excuse
but
me?
they are my dots to connect. Like, this is my life. Like, what I just went through, like with my personal, she knew all that.
Yeah.
She knew all that. And I'm like, you know how hard this is for me right now. Like, can you give me a reason why I need to find another job? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're not actually closing. Like, it was just so hard. It was so hard.
Yeah.
The lack of clarity. And it's like, we were super close. If it was something like, it could have been anything. She could have came to me about it.
Mm.
We could have absolutely like talked about it and I would have loved her through it. I loved her so much.
Mm. And so that
It was just like,
friendship with her as well?
yeah, it was heavy. I mean, when I saw that the new staff was rehired and stuff, I was like, wow, dude, like, okay. I
Yeah.
don't ever want to talk to you again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I will love you from a distance now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a betrayal, cheating, and then
Totally. Yeah. And it was just like, it kept going in waves too. You know what I mean? Like, I finally got in my suite. I got it all settled. And then bam, there's a new staff. And you're like, but I thought you were closing April 19th. Like, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, what? Without any explanation. It was very difficult.
Yeah, the dishonesty can really eat away at you, especially when it's dishonesty, but it's also you're just confused. You don't know.
Yeah,
Has behaved in that way.
Right.
Never do that yourself. Yeah, but as we have all learned from those experiences in our life, that people don't think like us, and that is
right.
Once you get past that, I feel like you can be a happier person.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that whole thing taught me that just people are going to do what people are going to do. It does not matter how good you are to someone, how much you love someone, how good they were to you, because she was. I'll never deny that. Never. I will always give credit where it's due, you know, but like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like they're going to just do what they're going to do.
Yeah. 100%.
So I'm just kind of like, I'm be side-eyeing everybody all the time now. You know?
Yeah.
It's just not everybody has the same heart as you. You can't let everybody in, you know? And now I'm just like, I have a lot more discernment after that.
Yeah. 100%. I feel that the only person truly in the whole realm of my friendships and the people I know is my husband, you know?
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? Because you trust people wholeheartedly and then they turn around and betray you. And it sounds so dramatic when it's like, you betrayed me, but it is. It's and in business, you're not supposed to use emotion and you're not supposed to be emotional.
Right.
It's like, it's hard not to take it personally when
yeah.
And not just business, but personal as well, you know, family members who just cut you out all of a sudden because they can't be around you anymore because you're different to them, you're too successful, you think differently, and maybe that makes them feel like they're not good enough. And it's definitely hard. But you aspire to be an educator and teach classes. Is there anything that scares you about this? Like, what would it mean for you to teach?
I don't think anything scares me about it. I don't know. I feel so confident in my skill set anymore. I've taken so many classes. I honestly wish that I would have tallied up how much of my own money I've spent on continuing education. I do at least like 4 or 5 like $1,000 classes almost, or like $850,000, you know, every year.
Yeah.
I go to like 4 hair shows every year. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've learned a lot. I've taken a lot of tools out of other people's tool belts and put them in mine. And I feel like I just have a lot to give back at this point. And also like, it's cool when you're doing something and you're doing a technique and you're like, oh, I learned this from Phil Foresto, or, oh, I learned this from Danilo, you know, and like to give that to somebody else now, like, oh, I learned that from Lauren, you know, like,
yeah,
I want to sprinkle a little of that in everybody, you know? And I think because I am like outgoing and like to have a good time, I don't know. I'm not like, I get scared in front of people, but I get over it quickly. And I just love hair so fucking much and everything about it. When I was in the salon and I had a little apprentice under me, and it was so mindless to me, like what I was like teaching her at the time. I don't think I realized how huge that was for her. I always loved doing it. I was like, oh yeah, like let's go do this. And you know, this is why I'm mixing this together. And this is why I love this balayage board and like all that stuff, you know? And to me, it was just like second nature, but she actually wound up leaving the salon, and her last day of work, I was in the back room. I'm like, I can't even look at her. I'm going to cry. Like, this was like my little baby that I feel like I birthed and breastfed. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And, yeah, she was like, I'm going to go, like, and I'm like, okay, like, all right, I have to look at her now, you know? And she looked at me and she was like, I will never forget you. I learned so much from you. I was like, you did? Like, to me, it was so mindless. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I love that. You know what I mean? Like, I loved that. So I just want to like give it back. I love that. I'm just obsessed with the industry, and I want to help people how they've helped me, and hopefully inspire people to be a little more weird out there running these streets too, you know, like just be yourself. It's working out okay for me. Do I have 100,000 followers? No, but I have almost 10,000 people that I didn't pay for followers that think I'm cool. And that's pretty weird. Like, I never thought that would happen, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I was meant to do it.
Yeah, I feel like you would be a wonderful educator because you do have that authenticity and that realness about you. So people can feel like they can be vulnerable with you. And then when you're vulnerable, you learn so much more and you have so much more growth. So, yeah,
Yes.
I think you would be amazing. So why do you think the hair industry, and this might be something you would educate about, why do you think they underprice themselves so consistently? And why do salon owners complain about it while continuing to keep doing it? What do you think?
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that a lot of people think that it has to do with your location. I think everyone thinks like, oh, you can't charge that in a small town. And I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing it. I think that that's like a really limiting belief system that a lot of people have, is just your location. And I also think that people, you know, and this goes back to all the classes I've taken, like you learn about demand of time, you learn about consistency. Like, if you're not consistent, if your demand of time is not there and you're not taking the little extra steps to give your clients an experience, or you're like quick getting through them to get to the next, people notice that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And you charge for that. And I think there's also some stylists out there that do really beautiful work that are probably super consistent and do all those things that just don't know better or think they can't because they live in a rural area. You know, like if your shit's good, people will come, you know?
Yeah. You just got to have that in yourself, don't you? Yeah.
And that's always why I wanted to keep doing classes, because I'm like, all right, I don't want to be mediocre. Like, I've got to prove myself now. And now I'm going to do it. I'm going to make all the money that I'm not going to say it, said I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So,
you know? And you invest in yourself so much, you know, $5,000 to $6,000 a year on education, which is phenomenal. So what you're bringing back is that value to your clients, and obviously, your clients are getting the benefit from it. So they paying for what you're worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like going to college. You go to med school, you're going to be making bank. You know what I mean? The more you learn, the more you make in any industry.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's still that stigma attached that hairdressers aren't the same as doctors or as philosophers or teachers or, you know, those people who are highly esteemed in society. And it's like, do you not understand what hairdressers have to do to be as...
Yeah, we are doctors and philosophers.
Yeah, right?
We're actually all those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the chemical compositions that you've got to put together as well. And the fact that if you do one thing wrong, you could burn your client's hair off. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the value that clients get when they sit in the chair and they're having someone touch them, just that is twofold.
Energy.
Exactly. So, yeah, hairdressing is just such a valuable part of society, and hopefully it's improving. And I am seeing that. I am seeing that the public are starting to see hairdressers as, you know, in a better light. And, you know, that's what we've been do, obviously, with Foil Me, and what we offer, making sure that it's aesthetically pleasing so that when clients come into the salon, they see hairdressers actually using beautiful products and beautiful and expensive tools. So it's like, oh, well, in their mind, psychologically, they're like, oh, well, they must know what they're doing, or they must be very professional at what they're doing, or they definitely deserve to charge these prices. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole psychology, as soon as a client walks in and what they see, really,
absolutely,
the success of your business. You let your children give you purpose every day, and you never lose sight of them watching you. Has there been a moment where the ambition and the motherhood have pulled in opposite direction?
No, I mean, it's definitely hard to juggle, and I often feel like I'm failing at both things. You know what I mean? But I think that means that I'm actually maybe doing it right, you know?
Yeah.
I've curated my schedule literally around my children. I only work like 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. 3 days a week. I have a dream schedule, a little princess schedule now, but I worked for that. And I only work when they're in school so that I can come home and do dinner and homework and go to baseball games and wrestling matches and do all the stuff, you know? So it's hard, but with this job, I have a lot of freedom. And, you know, if you have the freedom to like curate your own schedule to make it fit your family's needs and you don't, then what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's hard, but, you know, and my kids too, like they have seen me like push so many boulders uphill and like still keep going. And my oldest, he's so fucking cool. He's so athletic and so good at any freaking sport that he does. And he loves the Philadelphia Phillies, right? And he's like, I want to play for the Phillies. And I'm like, then you will. Like, then you will, honey. Like, you just have to work really hard, but you will, you know? But he's seeing his mommy do that shit, literally do it every day.
Yeah.
And his daddy in his different career. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like what we're instilling in our kids is what this world needs. You know, there's so much sense of entitlement in every way, shape, and form these days. And I don't ever want my kids to see that. And they see their parents busting their asses, you know? And also, I'll never tell them they can't do something because I was told that. And I know how that feels when somebody doesn't see your vision, or, you know, like you can do anything you want to. You just have to work your ass off for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not handed to you. So,
yeah, I love that. I love that you're not one of those parents that thinks you have to go to university in order to be successful. You just, that's what you want to do, honey, then you go ahead and do it. Just know that it's going to be,
Yep.
but I'm right here by your side. So
yeah, like all the times I've thrown a baseball in the yard, if the kid doesn't make it on the Phillies, then I don't know who will. You know what I mean? Like, he's always balling, you know? So
yeah, my dad was a pitcher.
Oh, okay.
Baseball. So I grew up with baseball.
Yeah.
I watch his games. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I like baseball for sure.
I love it. I mean, Daddy definitely does most of the like pitching to him anymore because I'm like, he hit me one time with the ball and I was like, dude, I can't throw to you anymore. Like, I'm sorry. That was like 2 years ago. I have PTSD. He literally hit me and the ball hit me right in my freaking vag, dude. Okay. Like literally. I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm traumatized. I couldn't catch it in time. You know what I mean? Done. And so now Daddy has been the pitcher. But yeah, like.
But does Daddy wear a box?
No, but Daddy's a way better catcher than Mommy. You know what I mean? It's like. Pianist. I didn't play sports. I played piano. So that's like not, I'll try. I will try. But now I'm done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was calisthenics and ballet. I definitely wasn't.
Same as me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of your town, if you had to write a letter to every young person there right now who wants to do something in their community and thinks it's beneath them, what would you actually say to them?
Don't give a shit what anyone thinks or says. If you want to do it, you can do it. You just have to commit to doing it and put the work in to get it done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are there any tips or strategies, like writing it down or journaling or anything like that you did, or you just...
Pure spite.
Yeah.
Truly. Like, I won't lie to you. Yeah. Pure spite.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to do something that I've introduced into our interviews, and it's called like rapid fire questions. So, yeah, I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and they're just quick answers in response. Ready?
Yeah, this might get me institutionalized, but let's get it.
I promise that they're not that bad.
Okay.
All right. Worst thing a client has ever said to you in the chair?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know right now. I'm sorry that I'm not rapid enough.
That's all right. We can.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I shit my pants this morning.
Oh.
What? Not me. My client. No, not me. My clients have told me they shit their pants this morning. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But good thing is your day is about to get better. It's going to be great.
She didn't say, I was wondering what that smell was.
No. Oh, I would never. They're my baby girls.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was hilarious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The hair legend you would want 5 minutes with?
Vidal Sassoon.
Vidal Sassoon. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is the client always right?
No.
The one hair trend you'd kill off forever if you could?
The fucking Kate Gosselin haircut. Do you remember that? Do you know what Kate Gosselin is?
No. I thought you said...
All right, I'll have to send...
The Gosling, what's his name? Ryan Gosling. I thought you were...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, he's hot. Kate Gosselin was on this TV show called Kate Plus 8. She had octuplets, I think, or were they sextuplets? And then she had twins. I don't remember. But she had the worst fucking haircut I've ever seen in my life. Never forget it. That shit like haunts me in my sleep. I'll be like almost asleep and I'm like, like I can't.
We'll see if we can rummage up a photo of that and then...
Oh, put it in. Yeah, I'll send you one.
Yeah.
I'll send you one. For sure.
Thank you. What does your dream class look like, the one you teach one day?
Hand-painted balayage.
Hand-painted balayage. Right. Nice and simple.
Jam.
I thought you were going to like say class size, where it was, anything. But
I'm just, balayage on the brain right now, you know? Yeah, I didn't get that far. I mean, I am teaching one. I'm going to teach one. I announced I'm teaching one at my salon in July.
Okay.
I've sold one ticket, but I'm going to still do it, even if it's one person. So
Congrats. We're more than happy to support you, so we can put it out on our social media that you have a class, and
thank you.
On our website as well, Lauren. And we'd be more than happy to provide you with the, sample pack if you want to give them a goodie bag, anything like that. So, yeah, we
thank you.
Education a lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would be dope. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So last question, Lauren. You grew up in a town that didn't take what you do seriously. 21 years later, you're here. What do you want hair artists listening to this, especially the ones in their own small towns right now, doubting themselves, to actually take away from your story?
Just keep believing in yourself and fuck what everyone else thinks about you. Yeah, that's it. That's the message.
That's the message, yes. That's
it.
That's been pretty loud and clear during this time, this interview. So thank you so much. I have genuinely loved this conversation, the honesty that you bring, and like just about where you've come from, about what it actually costs to build something real, about authenticity in an industry that, tends to reward numbers and fakeness. That is what this community, the Dressing Gown CEO, is here for. So I'll share the links and how our audience can find you in the show notes. But is there anything we've missed that you desperately would love to say?
Oh, you know what? There's one thing. Yeah. Did Epstein kill himself? Does anyone think that? He did that?
I love you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did he actually kill himself? Well, I don't think so. That's my answer.
I like to post that in my stories, and I've been posting that in my stories since 2020. Just a little sprinkle, to just keep everyone thinking. You know what I mean?
Keep them on their toes.
Hey, I'll put a poll up, and I'm like, did Epstein kill himself?
No.
Yes. No. Just to see also who the fuck are my people?
Yeah, 100%. And it also makes you think about all the other stars that have so called killed themselves as well. Not that Epstein star, but famous.
Michael Jackson and Isaac Cappy and
Heath Ledger. That was
Anthony Bourdain. Yeah.
Right.
I can go on for hours about that.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. Well, thank you for listening to the Dressing Gown CEO. If this episode affected you in any way, please let me know in the comments or DM me if you prefer to keep it private. Make sure you also leave a 5-star review, please, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. So until next time, be real, be raw, and you be you.